I got your wig, ho. Ha ha. You're mad. Miss Wikiana. Miss Wig, Miss Wig. Miss Wikiana. Miss Wig.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Before we get into this video, everything I say is not motherfucking fact in this bitch, so don't take it as such.
Girls can't take my motherfucking mouth, bitch. My mouth is real, it is raw, it is raunchy, bitch. I'm gonna give the girls exactly what the fuck they asked for. The girls is going to know my wrath. Trust me.
Well, hello, and welcome back to my channel, okay? I'm Karen Huger's Wig, or the Wigiana, and I will be going over the Real Housewives of New Jersey, or should I call it the Real House Husbands of New Jersey, since that's what it's seeming to be in this bitch. And y'all know how I feel about it already. And if you don't know how I feel about the Real House Husbands taking over for the Real Housewives of New Jersey, then you can watch my recap from last week with my prayers, hoping that I won't see any more of the husbands. But that will not come to be, as this episode you will be seeing more of the husbands. Actually, this whole season I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of the husbands being involved with a lot of the drama. So, without further ado, let's get into this first scene where we are at Miss Danielle. Girl, I forgot you were even on the show. Okay, we are at her party that she's throwing for her husband, or not we, but they are at the party that Danielle is throwing for her husband, and we're about to see what's about to happen.
You look so like I'm gonna get that ass tonight. That's how you fucking. Hi, it's my face. Hey guys, how y'all doing?
All right. Stop. Nana boo boo, nana boo boo. I'm here, Teresa. You said I was gonna be gone, but I'm here. I'm still here. Ha ha, Louie. Ha ha. Josephine and I still here. Okay, you did everything but what I just did, bitch. We get you are still here, and I'm sure you're happy to prove Teresa wrong. As the last reunion, she was saying that was gonna be the last time she saw your face. But here you are again. So yes, you better stand in your moment that you are still here. But I could have sworn that you and Josephine said y'all were over Miss Teresa and y'all wouldn't be answering any questions about her. And I felt like this season y'all would be paying her dust, but here you are again. Oh, here I am. Girl, why can't you just go throughout the season standing on what you said about not dealing, talking, breathing? Teresa, right now it's showing you want her attention to react to you. Maybe it's just me. Again, I'm not Team Teresa in this bitch. I know y'all Melissa Yana fans are in this bitch about to be mad. But again, and this goes for Teresa, Josephine, and Melissa, I could have sworn y'all didn't want to talk about each other. But every interview I'm finding, y'all are talking about each other still. And even while you're filming the show, specifically you, Miss Melissa, you sitting here trying to get her attention by doing all, I'm still here. Girl, they know you there. Just let it be.
Let me ask you this. When she at the reunion last year said, you're not going to be back here next year, and then you were back, that must have,
I mean, she was trying
did that
to do
feel
your
good
job.
for you? Did that feel good for you then to come back?
Of course.
Do you want to go back, Andy? This,
No.
I want everybody to hear this, because we're bringing this all out.
Okay.
Because this is over after today. I'm never going to look at your face again.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, because I learned so much.
Bye-bye.
Jacqueline told me so much that you and my brother were doing.
It was like, you're not gonna like place demands and think like, you know, she's not you. That's
By the way, she did, but also she didn't place it. She didn't say, like, if she comes back, I'm not coming back.
we did hear what she said at the reunion. Which
No,
was like,
yes.
I'm saying that
Yes.
we're never gonna see
Yes,
it again.
right,
And I'm
yes.
like, no, actually, here I am.
Yes! Okay, I see you, Melissa. You are in your redemption era. You said, fuck you, Teresa. I'm still here. Me and Miss Josephine are still holding our meatballs or tomatoes, whatever they hold in New Jersey. They are still holding it. They are still here. They are unfazed by Miss Teresa's, I guess not a threat, but whatever she said at the last reunion about, like, this will be the last time that they see each other's face. Well, again, Teresa, I guess you were wrong. Or, not I guess, you are wrong, as I'm looking at both of y'all's faces this season. I thought I was going to be relieved after you said what you said at the reunion. I thought one of you bitches were going to be gone. But here I am with the same family drama. Because, well, y'all said y'all was going to be done with each other. Both of y'all. And no more talking about each other. But in every interview, I'm finding y'all are still talking about each other. And at this party, Miss Melissa is going, here I am, here I am, here I am. Why can't you just be a bad bitch, sit pretty, and pay them dust? Instead, you're showing that you are a little bit bothered. At least to me, or maybe you're just too excited to get your get back after Teresa said that you wouldn't be here. So here you go, being childish. Yeah, I'm still here, I'm still here. I'm not saying I'm not here for it, but I'm just saying, like, I thought you were unfazed, unbothered. You weren't speaking on Miss Teresa, but here you go. All of y'all are ashamed. You, Margaret, Josephine, Teresa. Y'all say y'all are done, unfazed. I hate this bitch. I'm done with this bitch. But y'all steady are spitting each other's names out of each other's mouths. What's going the fuck on? Okay, anyways. Well, not anyways, because what else would they be talking about? Don't nobody want to be listening or hearing about envy. And that's Melissa's story. I'm not trying to play you because congratulations. Okay, yeah, my camera died in this bitch. But like I said, congratulations, Melissa. You got your flowers and all. But how come we never see what's real going on in y'all's lives? Like when you were selling fake Chanelica in your stores and you got in trouble for selling fake Chanelicas? Or when your husband is going around being a slum lord? How come we don't ever see that on the show? But y'all be talking about, I got business, I got businesses, I got businesses. No, y'all are all, and when I say all of y'all, I mean Louis, because allegedly they calling you a scammer. So you are a scammer. Miss Melissa is selling Alibaba. Josephine is a slum lord. All you bitches is criminals and thugs and hood rats. Bitch.
What are all the microphones for? I have a gospel choir coming.
Oh my God.
They should be here soon.
I want to ask you something.
Okay.
My husband met with Frank after New York. He said to him that everyone had met.
Teresa. Okay. We are at a party. Why can't we turn up, turn up, turn up? Why we gotta turn down? Why we gotta talk about Margaret? Why we gotta talk about shit that happened last season? I get that you want to be redeemed or you want your husband to be redeemed as they were coming for him and trying to make him look sour and so on at the reunion and last season. I get it. But also, you could be showing that you're unfazed by all of what went on in these sour-ass bitches by paying them dust. Why we gotta regurgitate what happened at last year's reunion or them plotting and planning? Girl, you know that they plot and plan. You plot and plan too. All of y'all plot and plan. Come on now. I'm sick of this.
At Margaret's house the night before the reunion.
Yes.
Frank told Louis that they all met at Margaret's house before New York happened. Have a plan to go against Louis and I. Why did Margaret have you guys all at her house?
It was like a get together to say, we're walking into this show. When they come at us with this, we can come back at them with whatever, XYZ.
This is her big bomb. Margaret Josephs spoke to Louis' ex, Vanessa.
Okay,
Big
so
deal.
how did that happen? How did you speak to Vanessa? Did you find her?
No, I didn't find her. It's so ridiculous. It's like, I spoke to her, big deal. It was nothing major. She thinks I was the one putting things out there from the beginning. I never spoke to Vanessa before I met Louis. I never spoke to him the first year he was on the show. Nothing like that. After they spoke to Laura, I spoke to her maybe like once or twice. That was no big deal. But after the Bo Dietl stuff, I spoke to her.
I heard her hysterical the day that she thought that Louis called her son.
Which is not true. I swear to God. My 4 daughters.
Well, my family, my child was called and threatened at work. Okay?
What? By who?
By Louis. And we have the phone records.
Okay. Threatening
Teresa,
him.
you know that.
Yeah, that's...
You do know it. It's true.
What happened?
That's some freaky if that's true.
And it is true. And everybody knows.
That's freaky Okay.
It's not freaky.
To threaten a kid.
It's very freaky. It's true.
Did your son speak with him?
He was called by name, threatened, I'm the guy you've got to worry about. It's a very high-level place. No block calls will come in. No one would even know where the office is. This is their phone number.
Okay. That's Louis' phone
My
number.
child would have no idea who this person is. It happened last week, April 13th. That's his phone number.
But spoofing, you've been
Spoofing?
calling. You've
Why?
been calling
A private? No one would know where he is. No one would know where my child. Yes, because I have your phone number. I have your phone number.
I get phone calls on my cell phone
all the time.
I do.
There is some hack going on.
Yes.
With the housewives.
Of course.
Where we've all gotten calls from each other. What is different about this hack is when I pick it up, no one ever says anything.
No, mine, they do. And
Mine neither, when it
and
happens
we've
to me.
asked private investigators, and they're like, that does happen.
Yes, but the number has to be stored in your phone. I'm sure his work
no,
number.
it doesn't. No, it does
they
not.
hack in and they
I did
call
my
numbers.
research. I did my research.
Why would Louis call
Well, when he
her
comes outside,
child
he
and
did not
say,
call her
I'm
child.
the one that you have to worry about?
He did
What
not call
number
her
is this,
child.
then?
That's please.
It's true.
When he,
I'm sorry. The police know it's true.
Oh, okay.
The phone records have been
Do
pulled.
something about it.
If it were true, you would realize that it would be highly
It's
upsetting.
not true.
But it's right here.
But he did.
Oh, sister-in-law, you want a storyline?
You just told me I'm not your sister-in-law.
This isn't a storyline.
No, that's what I mean.
By the way, this is not.
Storyline.
Believe me,
You
this
just
is not a
canceled
storyline.
sister-in-lawness,
you want
didn't
a
you? I think I just
storyline.
heard you cancel
You
that.
you're definitely canceled.
Oh, really?
A million
I love when you
percent.
put things in stone, and when it
million.
doesn't happen, we're all going to laugh at
Okay.
you.
Oh,
You know this is true.
I don't want it to be true.
When it happened the day I called you, what a mess was I?
It was, she did. She called me about
why
it.
didn't you tell me?
She
Why?
told me that you knew.
Yeah,
So
I know, but you could.
She said, listen,
told me too.
Teresa knows. I said, does Teresa know? She said, yes, Teresa knows. They know. I said, okay, well, let's see
No,
what happens
I'm just saying you're
when
my
they
friend.
talk.
I'm surprised you didn't tell me.
Why should she tell you?
Your
Teresa
attorney
had
told
it
you. To be
because
honest
she's
with
my
you,
friend.
I'm going to tell you this. I want nothing to do with this.
Okay.
At all.
You do
This
what
is
you-
something I don't
You
want
do-
anything
good.
to do
what
with.
you have to do, baby.
Ness at
Now,
Bravo.
can I say, Andy, I just got 2 missed phone calls from Margaret Joseph. And we were sitting here on the couch.
I know,
got a
Louis
missed
watching,
phone
though,
call from
Teresa. I think
Margaret,
that's kind of the
and I got a
irony.
missed
Yeah, that's the
phone call
ironing.
from
Louis watching from the
Dolores.
back. Oh my God, a
Okay.
business phone that no one has
It's
the
a
number.
landline.
It's a landline that no one
Anybody can
has
get
the number.
phone number. Are you kidding me? You call
From-
people that are in
there's
Louis'
the
past.
number.
I haven't called anybody
Yeah,
in Louis'
okay.
past.
Okay, all right.
I never want to
Yes,
see his sham of a face
Yes,
again.
Okay, well, you're about
Ditto.
to.
Ditto.
All
You're
right.
going to see him. He's going to be
Unfortunately.
standing right here.
Well, you are especially involved in all of this because allegedly,
Yes.
Louis called your stepson at work. Is that correct?
No, called. I want to. Yeah, he had called. I don't want to make a big deal. He had called my son.
It wasn't allegedly.
It wasn't allegedly. He called.
Okay.
He actually called my son.
Well,
but I don't want to make. I don't want
Yes.
to really hyper focus on
Fine.
that because. But he did. It's not even allegedly, and they're like, I lied about it. Whatever. It's not true. Bravo knows it's true. Everybody knows
Okay.
it's true.
So
they
they're-
would have never let me speak about it.
They're
That is why-
denying it, correct?
They're denying it. They said it was a spoof call. It's not a spoof call. There was a police.
So they
report.
acknowledged the call.
No,
No.
yes, they acknowledged that it was a spoof call. They said it was
Okay.
a spoof call.
Okay.
They acknowledged.
Right,
They
right.
said it was a spoof call.
But your son didn't think it was a spoof call.
No,
Well, neither did the police think
neither
it was.
did the. First of all, there was a conversation that was had.
Mm-hmm.
There was a conversation that was had. No one, and the whole point is, I made it go away. To the fact is, I don't want to acknowledge it. I don't want to talk about it. I brought it up at the reunion just to say, this is what you did. This is why I want nothing to do with you people.
Okay.
And they're sociopaths. Teresa's a sociopath. To say to Jen Fessler, in her face, I swear on my 4 daughters, this is not true. It is true.
Is there a chance she didn't know?
That's my
Is
question.
there a chance
yes.
she didn't know?
That he
there
was
could
doing
be, you know what? I'm not even going to give her the benefit of the doubt anymore. At the time, I was like, maybe she didn't know. Maybe they didn't tell her at the time that she could say that. But now I'm watching her lie incessantly about other things that are happening. She is lying nonstop in people's faces. I'm watching her do interviews and lie about things that are happening. Just admit that you hire people, you dig up stuff.
John Fuda and his past.
When you called him the biggest
Drug dealer in Paramus.
Did you say you're one now or you were one when you were a kid?
Now?
That's wait. Okay.
John Fupa, I'm gonna need you to come sit right here and hush. You need to stop stepping into your wife's foundation, into her heels and into her dress, and let her hold her meatball and her tomato without you trying to take and hold her tomato and her meatball, bitch. This is the Real Housewives. The Real Housewives. The Real Housewives. Not the real mushmouth husbands in this bitch named John Fupa. I've had enough of you. I'm sorry. I've never been so annoyed by the Real House husbands ever. Like, I don't really know any other franchises that have this many annoying ass husbands. I swear, I'd rather see Michael Darby's old, sour, nasty, groping ass in front of my face instead of your mushmouth having... You know what, John Fupa, I'm going to leave you be. Because you're not the only one who's annoying me. It's also Josephine. He annoys me too. Like I said, how come I never see you bitches at your jobs? That's because y'all all scammers, schemers, and hood rats, like I said earlier. But I don't ever see any of y'all working except for Bill Aiden. I'm choking on my goddamn words, fumbling around with you bitches. Only person I see working is Bill Aiden. None of you bitches are ever working. What's going on? Where are the husbands? The real husbands. Not the husbands that want to be their wives or be Real Housewives. Just saying. But back to my point. If John Fupa was at work and working, he wouldn't be accused of being mixed up into the woman's drama. Okay? And I know you really didn't think that Teresa was calling you a drug dealer now. I didn't get that when she said that. I thought she was talking about the past. Bringing up past information to shade, even though she said she didn't like that done to her. But I thought that's what you were getting upset about, not that she was calling you a drug dealer now. So I don't know why your mushmouth ass would have... Okay. So we're thinking that Teresa is calling mushmouth a drug dealer now, and that's why they're upset.
He was the biggest drug dealer in Bergen County.
That's what they thought
To
you
me
were saying.
now, he looks like an amazing father, a great husband.
So if somebody accused your husband of doing something defamatory to his name based on an ex, would you be upset?
I would.
You have children.
I would.
Right? You guys have a reputation to
And
carry.
I would defend him till the end.
Who the fuck is this bitch? Did I miss the introduction for this lady? I'm sorry to call you a bitch lady. I just am confused on why you getting so much camera time at this moment. And also, John Fupa, didn't I say I want you out of my face? But on a real note, you're talking about why would somebody believe an ex or whatever you're saying? Doesn't Margaret do the same thing? Wasn't she talking to Louis' ex? But you friends with Margaret, somebody who does what you don't like. That's been done to you. Y'all are all hypocrites in this bitch.
You're taking a convict's credit.
I might start believing some of the things that your ex is saying, because why do you have to constitute her lying with being a convict or an ex-felon or whatever the fuck she may be? She just can't be a liar. She has to be a liar because she was a convict or a felon. I feel like you're just trying to shade her just to shade her and just to discredit her because she's been arrested or been in prison in this bitch. Don't play. Don't do the felons, mama. I know you don't want to be confused for one Miss Much Mouth. But you don't have to shade them in the same breath. You could just say that bitch is a liar. She's crazy. It ain't got nothing to do with her being a convict or a felon, because all you bitches should be locked the fuck up. Okay, slumlord? Not you, John, but your friend, Josephine. And then your other friend, Miss Melissa, selling fake Chanelica in her store, like I said earlier. She should be in jail. So technically, she's a could-have-been felon. You be believing those could-have-been felons. You be trusting those could-have-been felons. Yeah. Y'all like my analogy? Okay.
You're taking a convict's credit over mine.
I'm not a convicted felon at all. So what they posted, they actually left out the bottom of it. So there's actually 2 more lines in that same exact report that says it was dismissed. So, you know, like any other juvenile kid, all right, I got in trouble when I was a juvenile, got myself into a couple things, going to an adolescent stage, got myself involved in a couple things, fights and this and that. And someone took it, posted it, and left out the part where it says dismissed to paint a picture of me. I'm not a convicted felon at all.
The whole situation happened with you that Teresa said John's the biggest drug dealer. I didn't want to say it because that's disgusting.
No, pigtails. What's disgusting is you taking the damn diabetic medicine away so you can get skinty from the real diabetics, bitch. That's what's disgusting in this hoe, and you walking around like a meth mama with pigtails at the age of 80. That's fucking crazy. And you know what else is crazy? That you called Jennifer a drug addict last season. And it's funny because you the drug addict this season with that Ozempic because you didn't waste it away to nothing at this point. You melting away, mama, and it don't look good. I'm not trying to body shame as I'm skinty minty in this bitch, but naturally, okay? I ain't sick. And there's nothing wrong with sick bitches. I'm just saying, like, you being a hypocrite. Saying that you didn't. Or, hold on, let me get my thoughts together, my sour ass mouth together. You're sitting there so gagged that Teresa called John Fupa an ex-drug dealer, or that he was an ex-drug dealer, so on, whatever she said, but you did the same thing, or not the same thing, but you called Jennifer Aiden a drug addict last season, or something of the sort. So, girl, hush your pigtails the fuck up.
You are nothing but a disheveled little drug addict.
We were talking about something that happened 20 years ago. When John was 17 years old, he was selling pot and got arrested. That's it. That's the story.
Teresa and Jennifer don't mind sort of getting into the mess of what's happening on social media and rumors and stuff. Do you feel like they, like, or I guess why do you feel like they're trying to weaponize the bits and bobbles they find on Twitter or through, you know, an investigation to get in touch with the baby mama? Like, I mean, just what do you think is the intention behind it? Is it to hurt you guys?
I think it's for relevancy. Is that a word? Did I just make that up?
No, that's
I think
a
it's to be, I think, you know, to just make themselves relevant, because that's the name of the game, right? If you have no one to talk about, or you have nothing to bring up, or you don't have to, you know, she holds my husband accountable for the reunion. Which I don't understand. What, like, I don't get it. But this is like her retaliation. I don't know. It's missing the mark for me. That's just how I feel about it. It's a little lost in translation, but it's just kind of the little coinky dink, how everything that, like, you know, we see on the internet is what makes it into our cast events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, I was just gonna say, like, she seems to hold John accountable for whatever happened at the reunion, but I do love that you and John are holding her accountable. Like, you know, John's out here able to joke about the double-sided dildo, and then you at Fessler's party, you're like, did you want to say what you said to John's face? Because, you know, he's right here. I feel like newer housewives would be not as ready to go up against an OG like Teresa. But I mean, according to John, she is a has-been. So like, did you kind of go into this season knowing you wanted to like have a moment with Teresa and address her face to face about this situation? Because at the end of the day, it's like, how long could you guys let her get away with it?
Look, if someone, whether it's Teresa, whether it was Dolores, whoever it is, right? If you come after my family, I'm going to defend them. I'm doing what anybody else would do. Like, I didn't go into the season thinking that that's what I would do. I definitely thought I was going to, me or my husband or both of us would be attacked for sure. That was definitely in the forefront of my mind. But I just think that it's to have a supportive husband in all of this, and for him to like just really be involved in a career choice that I made. I'm just grateful to have him by my side through all of it.
With everything that you guys have been through just as a friend group, Danny and I are curious. What were your thoughts when Teresa was cast on House of Villains? I was surprised that she would do it, that she would like claim the villain title. So like, what do you think?
Awesome for a buck out here in these streets. You got to do what you got to do.
Do you know what? Like, a check is a check is a check, I suppose.
Yes.
You know?
And with the trailer, with some of the teasers of what's unfolded about the financially draining and everything like that, I guess, you know, it's good to have some money streams always pouring in.
Good. I mean, she took the title. I mean, I didn't take the first punch, as she says, right?
I wanted to go talk to Teresa. She wanted to talk. She heard that in New York, that Nate and Paul and Frank heard me saying that the plan was not executed.
Why did Margaret have you guys all at her house?
It was like a get-together to say, we're walking into this show. When they come at us with this, we can come back at them with whatever, XYZ.
We heard in season 12, Frankie was working with Louis. What happened with that? Did Frankie leave the company or what?
No, Frankie's no longer with Louis.
Okay.
What happened?
He got another job, and that was it.
It's not about what I heard.
Why don't you tell us?
You tell it.
No, I'd love to hear.
Listen.
I'd love to hear your narrative.
Right now, I'm going to tell you what happened. Louis gave my son a job. He was very happy working with him, and I'm very thankful for Louis.
I won't say anything first.
I don't know what this rumor is, and I don't want to talk about Frankie at all in this cesspit of anything.
I've known Frankie all his life, and, you know, he told me some things.
Oh my God, I don't know
Joe
what.
Gorga?
Yeah,
Melissa,
you're
tell
lying
him to
through your
stop.
teeth. I don't know what happened to you, because
Joe
I never
Gorga?
said that to you.
Joe Gorga, this ends right here about Louis and Frankie's relationship because they're very good. So that ends right here.
She doesn't want this story talked about.
You and I have never had a problem. I don't want one. I'm very happy and I'm very thankful for Louis and Frankie, and thank you for when you hired my son, and that's it.
So why are you upset?
I'm upset because I don't want to talk about anything about my son.
Right.
Frankie has a good job, and that's all that happened. That's it. I have
All right.
no problem with that.
Okay. Is that what happened, Louis?
Of course.
Next.
What happened, Joe? Just chill.
Nothing, bro.
Just ignore it.
Next.
I heard her hysterical the day that she thought that Louis called her son.
Which is not true. I swear to God. On my 4 daughters.
Well, my family, my child was called and threatened at work. Okay?
What? By who?
By Louis. And we have the phone
Okay.
records.
Okay.
Teresa, you know that.
Yeah,
You do know it. It's true.
What happened?
That's some freaky if that's true.
And it is true. And everybody knows.
That's freaky. Okay.
It's not freaky.
To threaten a kid.
It's very freaky.
that's
It's
not
true.
true.
Did your son speak with him?
He was called by name, threatened, I'm the guy you've got to worry about. It's a very high-level place. No block calls will come
Oh,
in.
when he
No
comes
one
out,
would
he'll
even know
discuss
where
it.
the office is. This is their phone number.
Okay.
That's Louis' phone
My
number.
child would have no idea who this person is. It happened last week, April 13th. That's his phone number.
But spoofing, you've been
Spoofing?
calling. You've
Why?
been calling
A private?
Andy
No one
Cohen
would
has
know
been
where he
calling
is.
me.
No
You've
one
been
would know where
calling
my
me.
child. Yes,
Dolores
because
has
I
been
have
calling
your
me.
phone number.
I do
have
get
your phone
spoofed
number.
phone
I get
calls on my
spoofed
cell
calls
phone.
all the time.
I do.
There is some hack going on.
Yes.
Yes.
With the housewives.
Of course.
Where we've all gotten
Yes,
calls
of course.
from each other.
Yes.
What is different about this hack is when I pick it up, no one ever says anything.
No, mine, they do. And
Mine neither, when it
And we've
happens to me.
asked private investigators, and they're like, that does happen.
Yes, but the
Yes.
number has to be stored in your phone. I'm sure his work
no,
number.
it doesn't. No, it does
they
not.
hack in and they
I did
call
my
numbers.
research. I did my research.
Why would Louis call
Well, when he
her
comes outside,
child
he
and
did not
say,
call her
I'm the
child."
one that you have to worry
Yeah,
about?
he did
What's
not call
number
her
is this,
child.
then?
That's please.
It's true.
When he,
The-
okay.
I'm sorry. The police know it's true.
Oh, okay.
The phone records have been
Do
pulled.
something about it.
If it were true, you would realize that it would be highly
It's
upsetting.
not true.
But it's right here.
But he did.
Oh, sister-in-law, you want a storyline?
You just told me I'm not your sister-in-law.
This isn't a
No,
storyline.
that's what I mean.
By the
You
way,
want
this
a
is not.
storyline.
Believe
You
me,
just
this is
want
not a
a
storyline.
Canceled sister-in-lawness,
No, you
didn't
want a
you? I think I
storyline.
just heard you cancel
You want
that.
you're definitely canceled.
Oh, really?
A million
I love when you
percent.
put things in
A
stone, and when it
million.
doesn't happen, we're all going to laugh at
Okay.
you.
Oh,
You know this is true.
I don't want it to be true.
When it happened the day I called you, what a mess was
What?
I?
It was, she did. She
oh,
called
and
me about
why
it.
didn't you tell me too?
She
Why?
told me that you knew.
Yeah,
So
I know, but you could.
She said,
listen,
listen,
told me too.
Teresa knows. I said, does Teresa know? She said, yes, Teresa knows. They know. I said, okay, well, let's see
No,
what happens
I'm just saying you're
when
my
they
friend.
talk.
I'm surprised you didn't tell me.
Why should she tell you?
Your
This
attorney
isn't-
told you.
To be
Because
honest
she's
with
my
you,
friend.
I'm going to tell you this. I want nothing to do with this.
Okay.
At
Yeah.
all.
You do
This
what
is
you're-
something
criminal.
I don't
You
want
do-
anything
good.
to
Do
do
what
with.
you have to do, baby.
Hapness at Bravo.
How can I say, Andy? I just got 2 missed phone calls from Margaret Joseph, and we were sitting here on the couch.
I know,
got a
Louis
missed
watching,
phone
though,
call from
Teresa. I think
Margaret,
that's kind of the
and I got a
irony.
missed
Yeah, that's the
phone call
ironing.
from
Louis watching from the
Dolores.
back. Oh my God, a
Okay.
business phone that no one has the number.
So if you're wondering what's going on, John Fupa Mushmouth is questioning Jim Fessler about where she disappeared to at the party. And Jim Fessler says, bitch, I was talking to Teresa. What the fuck do you mean? Where was I at? I'm playing. She ain't say it like that, but she should have answered back like that, because why the fuck you asking me where I'm at? You not my husband. And why wifey, Rachel, not asking me where I was at? She's the housewife. Why are you in the mix? This is why your mushmouth gets in trouble in this bitch. But back to my point. Jen Fessler can talk to whoever she wants to talk to. She's grown as fuck. She's old as fuck. What the fuck? Y'all not her keepers. I get y'all may be shook due to her talking to Teresa, as I guess Jim Fessler said that she would never be in the same room with Teresa or speak to her. But I feel like that was due to her trying to be loyal to Miss Margaret. Now Jen Fessler is having her own brain, her own mind, her own thoughts, her own opinions. And now she wants to talk to Teresa. And she can. get up off of her nanny at this point. Damn! Let Jim Fester live in this bitch. So we're going to end this recap here. I want to thank you guys for watching. And I will see you guys next week where we will review more of these felons.